Imagine transforming your garden into a whispering retreat where every nook tells a tale and every plant holds a secret. Garden decor isn't just about adding elements, it's about creating a haven that echoes your soul's melody. Let's embark on a journey to sculpt your green space into a masterpiece. From whimsical wind chimes to serene water features, the possibilities are as boundless as your imagination. Together, we'll explore how even the smallest touches can breathe life into your garden oasis. Here are 41 garden decor ideas to create an aesthetic and creative backyard. Picture this, your grandma's vintage teacup, perched on a windowsill, now a vibrant microcosm. Tiny fairies peek out from beneath delicate ferns next to pin-sized benches. This isn't just decor, it's a sprinkle of whimsy in your daily brew. It's an effortless blend of charm and nostalgia, transforming forgotten cupboard clutter into enchanting worlds. A magical twist, quite literally, at your fingertips. Kick your creativity up a notch. Imagine a small, cascading waterfall made from blue glass beads nestled beside that fairy bench. Or how about a miniature, winding pebble path leading to a Lilliputian cottage? Each teacup tale beckons guests to peer closer, igniting imaginations and sparking conversations. Why settle for ordinary when you can brew extraordinary? Stepping outside the box, why not give your garden a nautical twist? A DIY terracotta pot lighthouse isn't just charming, it's a beacon of creativity in a sea of sameness. Stack pots of decreasing size, paint them in bold, stripy reds and whites, and top with a solar light. Voila! You've not only lit up a pathway, but sparked conversation. Imagine a lighthouse that doesn't guide ships, but leads friends right to the heart of your garden parties. Crafting such a piece is simpler than you think and doubles as a clever way to repurpose those old pots. It stands as a testament to innovative design, merging utility with aesthetics. Why settle for ordinary when your garden can shine brightly with personality? Turning old wine bottles into a garden border isn't just a stroke of genius, it's a toast to creativity. This method transforms what would otherwise be waste into a brilliant display that's as appealing to the eye as it is to the planet. Imagine the sun catching the curves of the glass, casting a spectrum of light across your garden. It's a small step for sustainability, but a giant leap for garden charm. Who says recycling can't be stylish? With a rainbow of colors at your disposal, from the deepest greens to the clearest blues, your garden border can become a masterpiece of environmental mindfulness. Each bottle, standing proudly beside its brethren, tells a story of both past enjoyment and future growth. This approach not only adds a pop of color, but also serves as a conversation starter about the importance of repurposing with purpose. Succulents in rain boots? Genius. This quirky display transforms forgotten footwear into a riot of greenery. It's a perfect combo of practicality meets whimsy, bringing a smile and a touch of the unusual to any garden corner. Plus, with succulents' forgiving nature, even those without a green thumb can create a flourishing conversation-starting piece. Gone are the days of mundane planters. Picture this, a pair of vibrant rain boots, overflowing with succulents, standing proudly by your doorstep. It's not just a garden feature, it's a statement, a playful nod to creativity and sustainable living. So why not give those old boots a new lease on life? They could be the rain-bringing, drought-loving centerpiece your garden has been missing. Transform your patio or balcony into a lush green oasis with a twist, hanging gutter gardens for herbs. Picture this, sleek gutters suspended in rows, overflowing with fragrant basil, mint, and rosemary. It's not just a garden, it's living art. This method maximizes space, keeps pests at bay, and ensures your cooking never lacks that fresh, zesty flavor. Why settle for the ordinary when your culinary herbs can swing from above, making every meal a harvest celebration? Kick the traditional garden to the curb and let your herbs hang out. Imagine snipping fresh cilantro for your Taco Tuesday directly from overhead, no bending required. This setup is simple to install, easy to maintain, and a guaranteed conversation starter. Plus, watering is a breeze since excess moisture drains effortlessly, promoting lush, healthy growth. Hanging gutter gardens prove that sometimes the best dining experiences literally start from the top down. Let's jazz up your garden with a sprinkling of painted rock markers. This isn't just about beautifying the space, it's a practical guide for your green journey. Imagine, with each peek outside, your eyes meet vibrant markers that don't just point out where your basil and tomatoes lie, but also inject a dose of joy and color to your day. Simple to create, yet mighty in effect, these markers double as a delightful project for any age, turning garden time into a treasure hunt of hues and creativity. Now picture this, a garden that talks back, not literally, but through the stories painted on each rock. Every marker becomes a canvas, reflecting seasons, inspirations, or even whimsical designs that make the mundane magical. This is garden decoration with purpose, where art meets utility. Whether it's herbs, veggies, or flowers, these painted guides promise not just to direct, but to delight. After all, why settle for ordinary when your garden can be a gallery of your craftsmanship and care? Wander into a whimsy with birdcage floral arrangements. This clever twist on traditional vases adds a dash of charm wherever placed. Imagine cascades of petals and vines spilling from an open cage door, transforming any nook into a secret garden spot. Why settle for the mundane when you can elevate your garden decor with a touch of vintage elegance? Ever thought of giving your blooms a fairy tale abode? Birdcage arrangements do just that, creating a captivating focal point that invites butterflies and compliments alike. Mix vibrant blossoms with soft greenery. Throw in a fairy light or two for an enchanting evening glow. This isn't just decorating, it's crafting a story in your backyard. Let's shed some light on those dark corners of your garden with illuminated globes. These glowing orbs aren't just your average backyard bling, they're like having mini moons scattered around, bathing your garden in a soft, ethereal light. Imagine sipping your evening tea with these serene lights as company. Now, that's a vibe. Now, think bigger than just ambiance. These globes are the nighttime guardians of your garden paths, guiding steps and preventing misadventures into the flower beds. Who knew practicality could look so magical? The best part? They whisper to the stars without drowning out the moonlight, ensuring your garden becomes a midnight marvel. Ever considered giving that old tree stump a glow-up? Tree stump mosaic art transforms a forgotten piece of your garden into a captivating masterpiece. By piecing together shattered glass, ceramics, or stones, you can breathe new life into something once considered an eyesore. This approach not only recycles materials, but also adds a splash of color and intrigue, turning heads towards what used to be just a remnant of the past. Imagine walking into your garden and being greeted by a radiant mosaic, shimmering under the sunlight. It's a conversation starter, a unique feature that tells a story of creativity and transformation. Plus, crafting your mosaic allows for a personal touch, making your garden truly one of a kind. It's an artistic venture that not only beautifies your space, but also serves as a testament to the beauty of rebirth and reimagining possibilities. Picture this, an old weathered bicycle, once forgotten in your shed, now a charming focal point in your garden. It's not just recycling, it's storytelling. By transforming a vintage bicycle into a planter, you create an art piece that narrates tales of past adventures while breathing life into your green space. Each petal and spoke, woven with vines or blossoms, turns the mundane into magic, proving that beauty often lies in giving the old new purpose. Now, imagine placing that cycle by a sunny wall, its basket brimming with vibrant petunias or trailing ivy. It's a simple yet inventive way to add a splash of character to any garden. This approach doesn't just conserve resources, it weaves a rich tapestry of history and growth into your outdoor sanctuary. With every glance, the bicycle planter serves as a reminder that creativity knows no bounds, making the ordinary extraordinary. Imagine stepping into your garden and being greeted by a melody that dances with the breeze. Crafting your own wind chimes from old keys and beads brings not just a splash of whimsy, but also a personal touch. It's like the tune of nostalgia and creativity, swaying together, creating a symphony that's exclusive to your outdoor oasis. Adding beads to the mix doesn't just serve an aesthetic purpose, it amplifies the gentle clink of keys, transforming a faint whisper into a clear, captivating harmony. This DIY project is more than an ornament, it's a statement of resourcefulness and a declaration of style uniquely yours. Every time the wind stirs, it's a reminder of the beauty that can be forged from the simplest of objects. Solar-powered jar lights are like fairies in a jar, transforming your garden into an enchanted nighttime haven. These clever contraptions sip sunlight by day and sprinkle starlight by night, effortlessly creating a whimsical atmosphere. Plus, they're a breeze to set up, demanding zero wiring fuss. Imagine your garden bathed in the gentle glow of these jars, guiding your steps and setting the stage for unforgettable evening gatherings. It's eco-friendly magic at its best. Taking the leap with solar-powered jar lights not only cuts down on energy bills, but also champions sustainability. Each jar serves as a testament to your commitment to the planet, all while adding a dash of charm to your outdoor oasis. They prove that doing your part for the environment can also elevate your backyard's aesthetic. So why not let these luminous wonders light up your garden paths and ignite conversations among your guests? After all, every twinkle is a tale waiting to be told. Who said old wooden pallets were just firewood? They're prime candidates for a visually striking vertical garden. By simply stacking or hanging these pallets, you can transform a bland wall into a lush green oasis. It's a clever strategy to maximize small spaces, adding a breath of fresh air and a touch of nature's charm. Dive into a DIY adventure with repurposed wooden pallets and watch your garden climb to new heights. Perfect for herbs or a cascade of blooming flowers, this setup not only saves space, but also turns recycling into an art form. Why just grow horizontally when the sky's the limit? So you're thinking, a barrel? Really? But picture this, a serene, lush oasis right in your backyard. Miniature water gardens are not just cute, they're game changers. Imagine dipping your fingers into cool water, fish gliding beneath lilies. Using a barrel as your canvas, this compact aquatic world is low maintenance yet endlessly fascinating, a true slice of tranquility. Why stop at one? Cluster a few barrels together, each with its own water feature or plant variety, and you create an enchanting garden corner. It's a conversation starter, an escape from the everyday hustle, an affordable luxury. Trust me, with these miniature water wonders, your garden will be the envy of the neighborhood. Wrestling with the idea of adding a personal touch to your garden? Consider crafting DIY cement hand planters. They're not just plant holders, they're conversation starters. With a glove, some cement, and your imagination, you can mold an artistic sanctuary for your green friends. These tactile treasures bring a blend of modern design and rustic charm to any outdoor space. Why settle for ordinary when you can immortalize your creativity in stone? Each finger groove and palm line can express a story, making your garden not just seen, but felt. This hands-on project isn't just a playful weekend activity, it's a way to plant your personality in the very soil of your garden. Imagine stepping into your backyard and being greeted by a serene aquatic garden, floating gracefully on water. This innovative gardening trend transforms any pond or pool into a lush oasis. By adding a variety of water-resistant plants and buoyant containers, you can create a floating green space. It's not just eye candy. These floating gardens purify the water and provide a habitat for aquatic life. Plus, they require minimal maintenance. A floating aquatic garden is both a peaceful retreat and a conversation starter. Dipping your toes into the concept of a floating aquatic garden might seem like charting unknown waters, but it's surprisingly straightforward. Start small with a few easy-to-care-for plants like water lettuce or duckweed. This approach not only elevates the visual appeal of your outdoor space, but also boosts the ecosystem. With each ripple, your garden becomes a living art piece, ever-changing with the flow of water. It's a simple yet effective way to add dynamism and life to any water body. Wrestling with the idea of adding a splash of charm to your garden? Spin a garden hose into a whimsical wreath, embedding it with vibrant flowers. It's a conversation starter, merging utility with beauty in a way that'd make your neighbors do a double take. Transforming what's essentially a tool into decor not only demonstrates creativity, but proves you don't need to break the bank for captivating garden flair. Ever considered your watering hose could be the belle of the ball? Thread it with blossoms and greenery for a makeshift masterpiece that breathes life into any garden nook. This approach isn't just clever, it's a testament to the potential lying dormant in everyday objects. It's about seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary and elevating your garden's vibe with a dash of ingenuity and a sprinkle of floral enchantment. Ever thought your old, dusty novels could breathe life again? Imagine a cozy nook where green tendrils curl around classic literature. Transforming an old book into a succulent planter mixes whimsy with eco-friendly chic. It's not just a planter, it's a conversation starter that marries the timeless grace of books with the resilient beauty of succulents. Perfect for bibliophiles with a green thumb. Who says you can't judge a book by its cover? Pick a hardback with character, hollow it out, and fill it with soil. The result? A delightful sanctuary for your succulents that tells a story beyond words. This project isn't just about adding greenery to your space. It's about crafting a tangible piece of art that captures the imagination. Plus, it's a fantastic way to recycle those novels that have seen better days. Imagine stumbling upon a hidden passage in your garden, a gateway to mystery and allure. A secret garden door mural transforms any ordinary fence or wall into an enchanting portal. It's a canvas that captures the essence of discovery and whimsy, turning your backyard into a storybook scene. With colors that pop and designs that evoke curiosity, this mural isn't just decor. It's an invitation to imagine and explore. Adding a mural like this isn't just about beauty. It's a clever tactic to expand your garden's visual space, making small areas feel grand and expansive. Picture this, a lush green landscape painted on your door, blurring the lines between the real and the imagined. It's not only a conversation starter, but a daily reminder of the magic hidden in the everyday. A secret garden door mural is proof that with a bit of creativity, even the smallest spaces can be transformed into realms of wonder. Who says walls need to be bland? Moss graffiti breaks the mold, allowing your garden to wear its green heart on its sleeve. This living art merges nature with creativity, crafting a vibrant statement that evolves with the seasons. Imagine the envy of your neighbors as your garden tells a story, one that grows more captivating with each passing day. Strolling through your garden could very well feel like wandering through an open-air gallery where each moss artwork adds a layer of intrigue. Not only is it visually striking, but it's also a nod to sustainability, turning a blank wall into a lush tapestry without the need for harmful paints or chemicals. A breath of fresh air, quite literally. Who said your garden can't sparkle? Crystal garden ornaments catch sunlight, throwing rainbows everywhere. Imagine sipping your morning coffee while your garden dances with colors. It's not just decor, it's a daily light show. Now, picture this. A serene evening, soft glow from crystal ornaments lighting your path. They're not just for daytime. Pair them with solar lights, and voila! Your garden becomes an enchanting nighttime haven, perfect for those tranquil evening strolls. Sneak a bit of enchantment into your garden with rustic twig fences. These natural barriers don't just mark boundaries, they whisper tales of whimsy and invite curious glances. Constructed from the humble offerings of the forest, each fence weaves a story of resilience and beauty, effortlessly blending with the tapestry of your garden while offering a playful nod to nature's untamed spirit. Imagine, if you will, a fence that grows more charming with age. Twigs, those slender fingers of the woods, interlace to create a barrier that's as appealing to the eye as it is functional. Birds might perch, adding a lively tableau to your outdoor space. This isn't just a fence, it's a dynamic part of your garden's evolution, a testament to the beauty of embracing nature's simplicity. Who said fine dining is just for humans? Turn vibrant dishes into elegant butterfly cafes. Picture your garden fluttering with life as these delightful winged guests stop by for a nectar feast. Not only does this add a pop of color and whimsy to your outdoor space, but it also supports local butterfly populations. It's a win-win. Have you ever considered that by simply repurposing bright plates, you're crafting an eco-friendly sanctuary? This approach is not just about aesthetics, it's a gentle nudge towards biodiversity, creating a haven for pollinators. Plus, imagine the conversations sparked among visitors, inspired by your creative, eco-conscious choice. Stepping into your garden after dusk shouldn't feel like a hazarded journey. Illuminate the night with glow-in-the-dark stones, lending a whimsical air to your nighttime strolls. These luminous pebbles serve dual purposes, guiding your path with a soft, ethereal glow while adding a magical touch to your outdoor oasis. Imagine the enchantment of a pathway that seems to lead to a fairy tale realm, all while ensuring you never trip over that rogue garden gnome again. Gone are the days of bland, utilitarian walkways. Transform your garden into an enchanting nightscape with these radiant stones, which soak up sunlight by day and shimmer like starlight by night. Every step becomes a dance under the moonlit sky, turning a simple evening walk into an adventure. So, why settle for the mundane when you can infuse your garden with a touch of nocturnal wonder? Stepping into your garden should feel like venturing into a whimsical oasis, and what better way to enchant young minds than with a living willow playhouse? Picture this: a green, leafy dome that doubles as a secret hideout or a fairy tale castle, sparking imagination and outdoor play. Not only does it blend seamlessly with the natural landscape, but it's also a sustainable choice that grows stronger and more captivating with each passing season. Imagine the kids weaving through a labyrinth of living tunnels, their laughter mingling with the rustle of leaves. This living playhouse isn't just a play area, it's a hands-on lesson in nature's magic, encouraging both creativity and an appreciation for the environment. Plus, it transforms your garden into a storybook setting, making every visit outside an adventure. Who knew a bit of greenery could hold so much power? Instead of letting your old, faded fence be an eyesore, why not give it a sparkling facelift? Embedding colorful glass marbles can transform it into a radiant canvas. When sunlight dances through, your garden fence turns into a spectacular light show. It's a simple touch that brings a whimsical allure to your outdoor sanctuary. Picture this: each marble, a jewel against the wood, crafting a mosaic that catches every passerby's gaze. Not only does it elevate the aesthetics, but it also demonstrates how a dash of creativity can repurpose the mundane into something magical. Your garden fence, now a beacon of light and color, invites everyone to take a moment and revel in its beauty. Who said old tires belong in the landfill? With a splash of paint and a sturdy rope, transform that forgotten rubber into a swing that's both fun and stylish. Picture it: a bright, eye-catching centerpiece in your garden that not only gives the kids a place to play, but also starts conversations about recycling and creativity. This simple DIY project proves that beauty truly lies in the eye of the beholder, or in this case, the swinger. Rolling into sustainable garden decor has never been this entertaining. Imagine hanging under a leafy canopy, gently swaying in a tire swing that showcases your commitment to repurposing with panache. It's like hitting two birds with one stone. You create a whimsical, free-spirited nook for relaxation while championing environmental conservation. So why not let your garden swing into action with an upcycled masterpiece that mirrors your ingenious spirit? Imagine turning ordinary clay pots into whimsical toadstool figures that sprinkle a dash of magic across your garden. It's easier than you think. With a lick of paint and a sprinkle of creativity, these everyday items transform into charming, fairy tale decorations. Suddenly, your green space isn't just a garden. It's a storybook setting where imagination blooms as vibrantly as the flowers. Who said functional can't be fun? These clay pot toadstools double as adorable accents and handy markers. Paint them in bright colors to guide guests along a garden path, or nestle them amongst the foliage to create hide-and-seek surprises for keen-eyed visitors. It's a simple way to make your garden positively enchanting. Imagine strolling through your garden and each step reveals a miniature artwork beneath your feet. Stepping stones with leaf imprints add a whisper of whimsy to your outdoor sanctuary. They're not your ordinary path markers. They're nature's own designs, captured in stone. Perfect for those seeking to sprinkle a bit of enchantment in their green space without overwhelming it. Now, picture a late summer afternoon, the sunlight casting dappled shadows on your garden path. Each stone, imprinted with the delicate veins of a leaf, tells a silent story of growth and beauty. It's a subtle yet profound way to connect with nature, transforming a simple walk into an exploration of artistry. These stepping stones serve as a reminder of the intricate beauty that thrives in our backyards, inviting us to pause and appreciate the lesser-seen details. Adding a mirror to your garden space is like waving a magic wand. Suddenly, your cozy corner blossoms into a seemingly boundless oasis. It's a visual trick as old as time, but remains a fresh way to breathe life into cramped quarters. Reflecting the lush greenery, it doubles your garden's beauty while creating a whimsical allure. An outdoor mirror is not just decor, It's a portal to an enchanted, expanded outdoor realm. Ever thought of making your tiny garden look like a vast Eden? A strategically placed outdoor mirror does just that, crafting an illusion of depth that fools the eye and delights the soul. It's like your garden is winking at you, inviting you to step into a world where space knows no bounds. This trick is particularly potent in urban dwellings, where every inch counts and the craving for green expanses runs deep. Who said the garden's beauty sleeps at night? Imagine stepping into your backyard under the moonlight and being greeted by a fragrant, glowing sea of night-blooming flowers. Moonflowers, evening primroses, and night-blooming jasmine transform your garden into a nocturnal oasis, combining enchanting scents and soft luminescence. This unique twist not only elevates your garden's aesthetics, but also invites nocturnal pollinators, playing a crucial role in the ecosystem. Lighting up the pathway with solar-powered lights can guide you through this magical nighttime spectacle, where each flower seems to compete in beauty and aroma. Integrating these elements creates a serene retreat, perfect for unwinding after a long day or hosting memorable evening garden parties. It's an effortless yet impactful way to extend your garden's charm beyond the daylight hours, proving that with the right touches, your garden can truly be a sanctuary of peace and beauty 24/7. Who said your garden can't have a touch of Middle-earth's charm? A miniature hobbit house tucked among your plants not only offers a whimsical nook for garden gnomes, but also transforms your garden into a storybook scene. This enchanting addition brings a sprinkle of fantasy, encouraging visitors to bend down, peer inside, and maybe, just maybe, catch a glimpse of a gnome at home. Let's get real. Adding a hobbit house isn't just about aesthetics, it's a conversation starter. Imagine the tales it could tell. Pieced together with moss, twigs, and stones, it harmonizes with nature while standing out as an eye-catching feature. Have fun with it. After all, it's your personal shire to share with friends, family, and the occasional curious squirrel. Copper shines, literally and figuratively, in the garden. Picture this: a gleaming copper pipe wind spinner, twirling gracefully, catching sunlight, and casting warm, dappled patterns. It's a showstopper, adding a touch of elegance with its ethereal movements and shimmering presence. Besides looking fabulous, it quietly sings the song of the breeze, bringing an auditory layer of charm to your sanctuary. Crafting one isn't rocket science. With a bit of creativity, a copper pipe, and some elbow grease, you can summon this enchanting spectacle into your own garden. It's like adding a bit of magical flair, aesthetically pleasing and audibly calming. Perfect for those serene afternoons spent lounging outside. It's not just decoration, it's a conversation starter. Fancy turning heads while keeping your flower beds in tip-top shape? Try flipping wine bottles upside down and embedding them as garden edging. This idea isn't just a conversation starter, it sparkles under the sunlight, creating an almost magical evening ambiance. Plus, reusing wine bottles in this innovative way shows off your eco-conscious side without sacrificing an inch of style. Hop on this trend if you're keen on adding a splash of whimsy to your garden. Each bottle catches the light differently, creating a spectrum of colors that dance across your garden. It's a simple project that promises high impact, blending the love for good wine with an eye for creative landscaping. Who knew garden boundaries could dazzle and inspire in equal measures? Ever considered giving that old bench in your garden a makeover? Wave goodbye to peeling paint and hello to a kaleidoscope of colors. By incorporating mosaics, you breathe life into an otherwise overlooked spot. Not only does this add a vibrant splash to your garden, but it also transforms a simple seat into a pièce de résistance. Imagine sipping your morning coffee on a bench that looks like a masterpiece from an art gallery. Who said practical can't be picturesque? Swapping drab for fab with a mosaic makeover is a surefire way to make your garden stand out. With each tile, you're piecing together a story, your own personal garden narrative. This isn't just about beautifying, it's about crafting an experience, a visual feast that delights with every glance. And the best part? You get to choose the hues that echo your style. Imagine stepping into your backyard and finding a serene spot where stress fades away like dew in the morning sun. A Zen garden corner does just that. With raked sand patterns creating a visual rhythm, it's an oasis of calm. This simple addition, involving mostly sand and a few carefully placed rocks, offers a peaceful retreat and a focal point in your garden that speaks volumes with its quiet elegance. Who said your slice of heaven needs to be complicated? The art of Zen gardening is a testament to the beauty of minimalism. By crafting swirls and waves in the sand, you replicate the soothing movement of water, stimulating a meditative mindset. It's more than a decor, it's a bridge to mindfulness in your own backyard. Just add a comfy chair nearby, and you've got the perfect spot for your morning coffee or a quiet evening reflecting on the day. Let's get our hands dirty and add a sprinkle of mystery to our gardens. Imagine having jars filled with twinkling lights or colorful pebbles, partially buried. These little gems catch the eye, enticing visitors to take a closer look. Not only do they add a whimsical touch, but they also transform into radiant beacons by night, guiding your steps through a magical outdoor space. Stumbling upon a buried treasure jar can feel like uncovering a secret, turning a simple garden walk into an adventure. This creative touch elevates the ordinary, making your garden a canvas for the extraordinary. Plus, they're incredibly easy to set up, offering a big visual impact with minimal effort. Let's make every corner of our garden a testament to imagination and enchantment. Let's crack into the idea of eggshell seedling starters, pun intended. These little wonders are not only eco-friendly, but also give your seedlings a calcium boost. Imagine this, your very own miniature greenhouse, where each plant gets a sturdy yet biodegradable foundation. It's an ingenious way to recycle, turning breakfast remnants into tomorrow's lush greenery. Plus, when they're ready for the big move, you can plant them shell and all. No waste, all growth. Getting started is as easy as making an omelet, minus the cooking. Simply halve your eggshells, poke a drainage hole, sprinkle in some soil, and nestle in your seeds. Position them in an egg carton for stability, and you've got yourself a sustainable nursery. This method doesn't just save the planet one shell at a time, it also sparks conversations. So when friends ask about your flourishing garden, you can share this quirky tip. It's a small step for man, but a giant leap for plant kind. Wander into any garden, and you'll feel its pulse. But to truly imprint your soul onto your slice of nature, consider personalized stepping stones with family handprints. This isn't just decor, it's a chronicle of growth, each stone marking the passage of time, like chapters in a family epic. Imagine the delight in years to come, tracing how small hands have grown, each stone a story, a memory, forever captured in your garden sanctuary. Let's shake things up with a hands-on project that cements family bonds as well as it does garden paths. Crafting these personalized stepping stones isn't a mere weekend activity. It's an act of love, a creative expression that speaks volumes. As seasons change and flowers bloom and fade, these stones stand as eternal testament to the hands that shaped them. Every glance towards your garden becomes a heartwarming reminder of moments shared and cherished. Imagine turning a corner in your garden to find a rainbow of flowers cascading from an overturned pot, as if by magic. This splendid trick, known as the spilled flower pot illusion, creates a waterfall of blooms that seems to pour effortlessly onto the ground. It's not just a feast for the eyes, but a clever way to add whimsy and charm to any garden space. Why stick to the ordinary when you can weave a story in your garden? This illusion doesn't just draw attention, it sparks conversations and inspires creativity among onlookers. Whether you opt for a riot of color or a more monochromatic scheme, the effect is a captivating spectacle. It redefines the way we think about space, transforming even the smallest garden into a scene from a fairy tale. Turning a chilly bird bath into a warm spa for our feathered friends? Genius. A solar panel bird bath heater brings energy efficiency to your backyard oasis. Picture it, birds flocking, regardless of the season, for a dip in their new favorite hangout spot. This sustainable choice not only saves on electricity, but also encourages more avian visitors, enhancing the liveliness of any garden. Gone are the days when icy weather means a deserted garden. With a solar-powered heater, the water remains inviting, turning your garden into a year-round sanctuary for birds. It's an effortless way to marry functionality with eco-consciousness, proving that thoughtful touches can make all the difference in creating a space that thrives. So, you've journeyed with us through the jungle of garden decor. from quirky gnomes to majestic water features. Remember, transforming your green space isn't just about following trends. It's about planting your personality firmly in the soil and watching it bloom. As you mull over your options, don't just sit there like a gnome. Grab a shovel or a shopping cart and start cultivating a garden that makes your neighbors green with envy. At the end of the day, your garden is more than soil and seeds. It's a canvas awaiting your masterpiece. Whether you decide to walk the traditional path with roses and peonies or experiment with LED lights and abstract sculptures, make each choice a reflection of your inner Van Gogh. So, why just dream? Dive into the dirt and let's grow something spectacular together. Let your garden be the reason you can't wait to get home, not just a spot you occasionally weed.